And the reigning NFC champs. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now Jones. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go, let's go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing Jones. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on third down, Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the gun, Jones. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't.
That's it, baby.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. But the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything. They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards, but it's going to be second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Jones now on third down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To Jefferson on the slant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Jones. A final shot before break. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake. Jones. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That's how we do it.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Falcons.
Run for Pollard. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones looking middle, and that's complete. Gets past one man, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st down, Pollard shifts by him, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Jones airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On second down now, it's Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back to throw. Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DJ Waddle able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 61 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they will take a knee here. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the